I gotta elevate. I've been praying to God for a better way. I concentrate on my goals and I meditate. Make sacrifices, put time and I dedicate. I gotta elevate. I'ma make sure the family forever straight. They wouldn't listen, now I gotta devastate. I'm on your ass and I won't let you get away. I gotta elevate. I've been praying to God for a better way. I concentrate on my goals and I meditate.
What up, y'all? This is the Shorty Logic Podcast. We back with another one. I am your host, Shorty Logic, and these are my co-hosts.
Yo, what up? It's your boy, the pink one. Holla.
What's up, world? How y'all doing? It's Lamont. How y'all doing?
What's good? Riri Scruggs in the house. Follow.
It's me, Charmaine Madman. Y'all see us scrolling on Facebook. Press like and follow.
So, Charmaine, what is the topic?
Okay, so we have a good topic today. I think we could probably all go on and on forever about this topic because I'm not gonna say that I'm a relationship expert or anything, but I'm pretty sure that the number one reason why relationships don't last is because conflict. I think a conflict is the reason why every relationship fails. So if we see how we do effective conflict resolution, we can probably save a lot of our relationships that do fail. Like it's so simple. It's so many different techniques to just resolve a conflict because sometimes it's the little things that make you separate, turn a mountain into a molehill into a mountain. And we can figure out how to just do that, resolve conflicts. Not 100% of relationships will be saved because they probably all failed due to a conflict that went unresolved.
Okay, well, I'm gonna play one of the videos and we're gonna talk about it.
When a successful relationship, you try this, I'm telling you it's gonna work. When you're in a relationship with someone and they're talking, but you don't really get a chance to hear what they're saying because you're trying to get your point across, they're trying to get their point across. And by the end of the conversation, you're just going to try to fight your own point as opposed to actually hearing each other. Right? So an exercise that I've managed to work into life. If you give me what it is that your issue is, and I hear it, and then I'm able to repeat it back to you before I respond.
You didn't listen to me last night.
Yeah, you because I didn't listen to you last night.
This is good exercise.
And then you ask, what else? Is there more? They give you more. You repeat back verbatim. And actually, worse, is there more? She gives it to you. Is there more? By the time she's resolved, we get to the end of it. I won't even have a rebuttal or a reason to try to come back at it.
So why did you pick that, Charmaine?
Okay, I don't know. It was kind of choppy for me in the beginning. I've seen it before, and I know everything that he said. Did everybody hear it correctly? Yeah. Like hear it from the beginning?
Yes.
Okay, so I chose that one. That is something that I say all the time, and I don't know if people understand the importance of what he said because a lot of conflict ends relationships due to unresolved conflict, and people have an issue with finding out how you resolve conflict. And I'm sorry, a screen came down. In order to resolve conflict, you have to know what the conflict is about. You can have a feeling like someone's upset. You see they're angry, you see they're mad, but you have to know exactly what it is that triggered them. And you do that by letting them know that you know. So if I say that I'm upset about something, I need you to say, what are you upset about? And then after I go through this laundry list of things that I'm mad at, I'm mad at this, you got to say, okay, I heard you. You're mad about this. So that way, when you come to my rebuttal, if you get it wrong, we can still stay in that moment because a lot of times people get mad at conflict. They want to end the conversation and just get it done and over with. You said your part, but you didn't resolve it. You tried to end the conversation and end the conflict. And sometimes you can be so upset where you end it. But if you need to resolve this conflict, if I say I'm mad about A, B, and C, and D, and you say, okay, you mad because of A, C, D, and F, you got to give me that time to say, no, that's not what I said. And then I said this, and then you said, okay, you're mad about A, B, C, and D. And I understand. Then you have to take the point to go in there and say, I understand why you mad at A, B, C, and D. Tell me what it is about A, B, C, D that triggered you so I can understand. Because maybe that sounds good to me. For some reason, it don't sound good to you. Tell me why it don't sound good to you. Okay, then you acknowledge that hurt. And then you can move on. So you paraphrase it back to me. If I say this, a lot of times people think that they're just nagging. Really, they say something back to you immediately. It's just a reflex. We call it paraphrasing. It's a real thing, but really it's a natural reflex to say what you heard. And if you heard back what you think you said, what that person actually heard, and you don't like it and y'all keep arguing about it, you didn't acknowledge that that person is misunderstanding you. And that's not what you meant. And what she's saying, it sounds crazy and you want to argue with her about it. It sounds crazy and y'all arguing over something that didn't even really happen. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. What is conflict resolution?
Conflict resolution is understanding how you end a situation that wasn't well. It's ending it and resolving it in a manner that satisfies both parties. That's just my opinion. You know, I speak from the spirit, so
so I asked that question because I wanted to give the definition of what conflict resolution is. Conflict resolution is a way to overcome disagreements or disputes by addressing the needs and concerns of all parties involved. It is identifying the root cause, exploring all perspectives, and working collaboratively towards a solution that is acceptable to everyone. That's the definition of it.
And Steve, and to your point right there, I do have a video that's intertwined with what you just said.
Conflict Resolution 101. Conflict is a natural part of life. Managing conflict in a healthy way helps strengthen our relationship with people we care about. Here are 5 quick tips for resolving conflict. Number 1, focus on the problem at hand. Focus on the issues being discussed. Bringing up old mistakes can get in the way of finding a solution. Number 2, recognize and control your own feelings. During an argument, take a moment to collect your thoughts and feelings, then respond in a calm and respectful manner. Number 3, be willing to forgive. Throughout life, we have all made mistakes. Be open to apologizing and forgiving. The end goal is to strengthen the relationship. Number 4, don't just listen, but hear. Keep an open mind when another person is telling you their side of the story. Actively listen to understand their point of view. Number 5, negotiate and compromise. People's ideas or perspectives may be different from yours. Try to take others' thoughts into consideration and work towards a compromise.
So, Auntie Rhea, what do you have? What is your comments and thoughts about everything that's been said so far?
Okay, can y'all hear me okay? My phone is ringing in the background. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so 2 things. Effective communication joined with effective listening for starters, right? The thing about conflict resolution is, or conflict, first of all, let me go touch on Charmaine's point. When you got 2 people that are trying to get their point across, 9 times out of 10 is in a heated argument, right? You, like the video just said, you have to learn how to control your emotions when you having these discussions. And also the thing about it is you have to allow that person that's feeling like they've been wronged in whatever kind of way, or whatever the situation may be, you have to talk through all the issues pertaining to that. You cannot leave this conversation like some do and say, okay, well, I don't feel like talking today, so they want to come back another day in hopes that the person may forget about it or this, that, and the other. But guess what? That person may come back later on a good day. It's like, okay, we were heated on Monday, Wednesday, we're having a good time, whatever, this, that, and the other. Now it's a good time to talk. well, then that person is going to look at that like, okay, now you starting stuff. Why are you bringing this up again? I thought, no, because we have unresolved issues that we did not discuss. So a person has to feel completed and that all their answers have gotten answered, questions have gotten answered, or they feel, better in the sense as far as the communication. So that's what I have.
Okay.
Let me say this. Some of the notes that I pursued.
You sounded low, cuz. Turn him up, nephew.
I can hear
some of the notes that I took for tonight. One of the things that it said is this. It said cool off if needed. If emotions run too high, take a break from the discussion until both parties feel calm enough to prevent saying things that won't hurt each other. Now, here's where the conflict comes in. 9 times out of 10, if we got something on our mind and we feel a certain way and we feel strongly about it, the passion of how we feel is going to come out. Now, the thing about it is how does that come out? If it's something that has hurt our feelings, it's going to come out aggressive. If it's something that we've been thinking about, we'll be calm with it. Mm-hmm. The delivery of it is what's going to take the conflict up or down. Mm-hmm. So what we have to learn how to do in conflict is we have to learn how to talk to our mate and not at our mate. No matter how hard the discussion is, we have to. And that video that you showed, cuz, those things in that video are the things that I had. It says key components of conflict resolution are communication, listening, empathy, problem solving, negotiation, and here's one that a lot of relationships will not do because they feel like they can handle everything on their own. Mediation or a third party. Nobody wants to go to a relationship counselor because guess what? Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm just voicing my opinion and my feelings. Right. You need to, and nobody wants to, if you come off being sarcastic with that, it's going to be taken the wrong way. Now, if you say, hey, look, these are my feelings. As your mate, you're supposed to have empathy for that.
Right.
One thing that you need to do is to show that person that you're listening to what they're talking about. Take full responsibility for your part and your
accountability.
What that does is this. When you do that right there, that brings that person's temper all the way down. Oh, well, damn. They just took accountability. Now we can have a conversation.
Yeah, I don't want to jump in before Javante and Lamont get their turn. About what you were saying about bringing in a third party. I know sometimes they get difficult because if you're trusting your pastor or your friends and something like that, it's kind of hard to find a third impartial person. Because even if the person is 100% impartial, it'll be like, oh, you found that person. Oh, you found that person.
Right.
So you really want to go out and find somebody who is totally impartial, so neither one of you feel like the two people's ganging up on you.
Yeah, that's all you got to do is find somebody that
you never go
and find somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Together. You never go to someone
I'd rather keep people out of my business. I'd rather keep people out of my situation. I want to be able to resolve it between us two, because at the same time, the last thing I want my mate to do is to go and be talking to me to another female or another guy when he could actually come to me and talk to me about the issue. You know what I'm saying?
Period. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with that, Charmaine. It's when you talk about conflict resolution and you talk about dealing with two different personalities, two different experiences, two different point of views, and what a lot of us cannot handle on both sides of the street, on both sides of the track, men and women, we cannot handle constructive criticism. And where the empathy comes in at And because number one, I don't want I ain't talking to no pastor. If you know me, you know I'm a Bible thumper to a certain extent. But when you start putting your business into the church, everybody has somebody they gonna tell. Just like Riri's saying. What Riri's saying is, that's between me and my mate. And the less that outside people know about your relationship, your friends, and them females like Riri's talking about, the less they gonna give you bad information. So you can go and find a counselor together as a couple, a neutral counselor that don't need either one of y'all, and you can go on the other side of town. And you can do that. But go ahead.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Now when you say you won't go to a pastor, are you saying that you won't go to hers or your pastor or a pastor, period?
What I'm saying is, I've taken some problems in my own personal relationship that ended not too long ago to my pastor. And now his son is the pastor of the church, Eastern Star Baptist Church. And the one thing that the pastor told me, he was married, his wife is deceased now. The one thing he told me is, Lamont, if God has not fixed it, what makes you think you can do that? And it's taken me, I told you that was over 5-6 years ago. And I'm just now learning that seriously. So I'm not saying don't necessarily go to church. But if it's not where y'all at each other, where y'all about to lose each other, I want to go and find a counselor that don't know us from Adam and Eve. Tom?
Yeah, it's a preference. Some people feel like they can go to their pastors. I went to a meeting with one of my pastors. Me and the guy sat down in front of the pastor, and he's like, "Why y'all here? We finna get murdered." He said, "Y'all not gonna be together Monday." I don't even know why y'all came in here. So I feel like that. I got the kind of pastor who would tell us the truth. You know what I'm saying? Even though we don't want to hear it. But I think that's a problem. Like, I don't want to go against the experts because everybody says a different thing. But I think one of the hardest part of conflict resolution is resolving the conflict, because at any given time, your emotions get flared and this and that, and you're scared to sit in that. You're scared to sit in that heat, sit in that argument, sit in those feelings, and get through it. You have to sit there and work through it, talk about it, get the back and forth. Like, if you could get there, because see, what a lot of people don't understand is conflict causes plant seeds and causes trauma in your relationship. And so even though you sit there, you want to sit there while you're in that and try to get to the very root of it before, and then you want to ask that person, are you good with this? Am I good with this? And then you want to ask questions. You don't want to just think that, oh, okay, I forgive you. You really shouldn't ask for forgiveness. You ought to be sitting so hard in that conversation to where when you say, so how do you feel about me? They can say, I love you. I want to work with you. I want to work this out. You can't just say, do you forgive me? Yeah, I forgive you.
Hold on, mate.
But let me finish. I'm still talking. And you say, do you forgive me? And you say, yeah, I forgive you, because y'all talked through it. But that was kind of like you asked them, do they forgive you? And the thing is, when you understand when a seed is planted, so they can get over something, but they're not ever gonna forget it. Like,
hold on, mate.
The issue is, like, even you say you forgive them, but guess what? Soon that argument comes up again. Guess what?
That's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm getting to. That's exactly what I'm getting to. So that's exactly what I'm getting to, because you're not gonna forget it.
If it comes back up, then it's not true forgiveness.
But here's the thing, though,
and that's my point, and that's what I said earlier.
Wait a minute, I'm talking about what Javante was saying. What I said, you have to sit in that heat and you have to say, this bothered you. Why did this bother you? How did you feel about that? I'm hurt behind this. Are you hurt behind that? Can we get through this? Wait a minute, can we get through this? First of all, you got to listen to them. Can we get through this? When you feel like it's all said and done, you got to ask them, so how do you feel about me now? So then you guys can understand.
It don't work like that, man.
But listen, I'm not.
It don't work like that. It don't work like that, man.
Wait a minute.
You talk about an ideal world.
If you listen to what I'm saying, you will understand conflict resolution.
It don't work like that.
Because like I said, it's planted a seed. So say, for instance, y'all feel like y'all fine, and you go to sleep and wake up the next morning, you business as usual. No, you think that the conflict is done. What you have to do is still treat that person apologetically. You have to let them know
For
because
what?
that seed is there.
For
You know,
what?
y'all may have gotten over it, but that seed is there. Now it's not so, you know, they say apology is changed behavior. So whenever that situation comes back up, regardless of whether you did it or didn't,
Are you
that
serious?
implanted seed is gonna give them doubt.
And that's
Right.
the thing. That's the thing. You want, like, kind of
You
to
got to
my
be
point.
kidding me.
You want
No, I'm
to
telling
be
you the
able to
truth,
resolve all
Lisa.
the issues during that discussion time. During that discussion time, I'm going to get through A through Z. If I got a list of problems A through Z, and I'm going to, me and my mate, we're going to talk through A through Z. Once I feel comfortable enough and whatever, and then let that person, you know, rebuttal or talk to me back or whatever, we're going to be done with that conversation. We're not going to go back to that conversation. But to your point, Charmaine, I understand what you're saying about the seed being planted. Now, the only way that issue will come up again is if it's repetitious. If the same issue happens again, then okay, then it'll come up. But from that time when I go through that list of my issues, I don't want to hear about it again, or vice versa, unless you do something different. It may be similar, but it's gonna be different. It may resemble the last issue. Then I will address it at that time. But once I'm done, I'm done. And that's what's wrong with a lot of people. They hold on to unresolved situations because they never did work them out. They never resolved it. They never fully discussed them. So,
but it's a natural thing. Anytime somebody puts something in your head, that's a natural thing that it comes back. You're not like immune to remembering stuff. I bet any of you can name somebody that did to you. Y'all remember that shit. And so when you're having conflict with someone, it could be about something else.
Oh, let's stop.
Make sure those emotions don't come back. So it's how deep and how hard you willing to sit in that heat to be like, look, okay, that ain't got nothing to do with this. Let me focus on what I'm focused on, because you can build seeds of resentment.
May, y'all talking, you and Riri. I understand, Charmaine, if they do the same thing after an accepted apology, then it's just automatically gonna come back. So here's what I'm gonna say with that. Y'all talking about A through Z, A, C, B, A, B, C, D. A lot of times in a relationship, you don't even get past A. Forget C, B, and then what y'all talking about now? I'm not knocking y'all. But y'all talking about in an ideal world.
I'm talking about I'm talking about one day though. I'm talking about one day we got into it. It may be a list of A through Z for that one day, not ongoing throughout the relationship. So I'm talking about one potential problem that we have to work through resolving.
But the issue is when you've been trying to have that conversation, majority of the time y'all bring in that something happened 5 months ago. Until
we all do it.
That's because it was unresolved. That's because it wasn't resolved. You gotta resolve the issues. Otherwise, we won't be bringing it up. We won't be bringing it up. If I feel comfortable enough, you won't hear about it again. If I still feel like there's a discussion that still needs to be had, then guess what? I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to continue to bring it up until it's resolved.
Hold on. Stop. I got this. I can't take it.
Let me hear what the people got to say. What the people got to say.
It's resolved.
Hold on. Now y'all keep on talking about what y'all gonna do.
Right.
It's two people in a relationship, and conflict resolution is to solve the disagreement.
That's what I've been saying.
No, listen. What y'all are talking about doing? She's talking about if a motherfucker likes her now. If you love somebody, you don't like them. You can't say that.
What you mean if somebody like them?
You said, do you like me now? After we just started this conversation. And we are having an uncomfortable conversation, and we are in a relationship. I still love you. We are trying to make this relationship work.
You don't understand that though, but you're saying that, but you could change. I could have a totally different opinion of you regarding whatever the conflict was.
Are you crazy?
You might have crossed one of my lines.
There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell if I love you.
May, if I love you,
hold on. Let me say this: if you love a person, if you love a person, Just because we having a hard conversation
Don't mean I don't
don't
love you.
mean you stop loving them.
Thank you.
Right.
Because
I
if
might
you
not
love
like
them
you.
and they coming
That's
to
not
you
the
with
point.
it, you
The
gonna
point
fix
is,
the issue.
it's not the conversation. It's
May,
the act
May,
that caused the
May,
conflict
May.
to change your opinion
It
of the
don't
person.
matter
May,
what
it don't
is.
matter.
If you love that person and you want to make the relationship work, you're going to put the work in. You're going to do whatever it takes to fix the situation. That's
Hey,
what
And
May.
then on
conflict
top of that,
resolution
if
is.
if you continue on with the relationship and they don't, then you know how to maneuver after that. Because if you're still pouring into that person, even after you feel like you resolved or you did you was accountable for your portion of that, whatever happened. But if they seem like they starting to move funny, then that's kind of your end. Like, I'm not going to ask nobody after that, do you want to be with me? No, like, I'm going to go off of
Well,
your
Steve.
actions, this, that, and the other. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to apologize. I
Well,
would
Steve,
say,
hey.
I apologize. Yes, I apologize if I'm wrong. And I have done so.
Hold on.
So
Look
Hey,
here.
hey,
Look
Steve,
here.
Steve,
Look
hey,
here,
Steve, look,
ponytail.
The
Look here,
boundary you
ponytail.
crossed. Hold on,
Look
wait
here,
a minute.
ponytail. Don't
Hey,
get
wait a
me
minute,
started on you.
Wait a
Hey,
minute, Steve.
Steve,
You
tell me,
Hey.
No. Hold on, Charmaine. Hold on, Charmaine. You said you gonna do what?
I said, if I'm wrong, I will apologize, and I have in my past.
Bullshit.
Yeah, but
In
you
your
have
past
to.
relationship, nigga, you ain't never apologized. Because
Bullshit.
guess what,
We
nigga?
we
You
talking
ain't
about
Cause I'm gonna tell you
2024.
why. And I'm gonna tell you
It
why.
don't
We
I'm
ain't
matter.
gonna
talking
tell you why,
about
Reed.
It don't
And I'm gonna tell you why,
matter.
Reed. And I'm gonna tell
2024.
listen to me. Hold on.
Regular
I'm gonna tell you
bullshit.
why, nigga, because we come from the same thing. You hear what I'm talking about? Nigga, it was either our way or the highway. Let's get it for
Right.
real.
Thank you,
Huh?
Steve.
Huh?
Hey,
But
But
Let's
here's
get
the
it real.
thing.
my point.
I'm only
Steve,
focused on 2024 and going forward. So what are you talking about?
Hey, you know what? But Steve, hey,
That is-
Steve,
Yeah, I bet you
look,
why, because you
hey,
know
Steve,
what I'm
let me-
talking about.
Hey, Steve, look, tell me if I'm wrong.
2024.
Hey, Steve, tell me if I'm wrong. A lot of times things don't get resolved because a lot of men and women, we will feel like my feelings is being dismissed. Because if you say I
Yeah,
feel this way,
that's true.
if I feel this way, but I did this because this way, we don't. Okay, you see what I'm saying?
You know what?
What
I'm
I
gonna help
hate,
you
what
out,
I hate
Shorty.
the most is
Hold
when
on,
a person say,
hold on,
"Oh,
Reed,
I
hold on,
did
Reed.
this because
Hold
you
on, Reed,
did
hold on,
that."
Reed.
That's
Hold on,
bullshit.
Reed. Hold on,
That's
Reed.
bullshit. Don't sit up here and say that you acted an ass because you felt like I was gonna be yourself.
I'm getting ready to piggyback off what he just said. What he's saying is so true.
Yeah,
But
it is.
where the problem comes in at is this. When people are having a real conflict resolution, a situation where they have to solve it, one of the things that come up the most is, well, you did this and then I did this. You're the reason why I did this because you did that. That right there, you're not focused.
Bullshit.
I'm not saying
They
that it's
gaslight
right.
you.
I'm saying that's one of the issues. It comes from men and women.
And women,
And I'll be the
yeah.
first to admit, I'm a self now. I'm a personalized. What I did was this. When a woman would come to me and when I have a conversation, well, I ain't gonna say a woman. The last relationship I was in, when she came to me and talked to me about something, you know what I did? I said, well, I used previous situations as as to try and make a point. Instead of me listening to what she was saying and taking her feelings into consideration, I took, hold on. I took, instead of me, now I could repeat what she was saying, but I didn't. Even though I could, I didn't. I took, well, you doing this, but this went on. This happened. Christy said because they are not being accountable, it's easy to blame than being accountable. So true.
Right.
So
yeah, but like
so
you said,
so
this
what
went
I'm
on
saying
and
is
that
this.
went on,
So what I'm
Steve.
saying is this. So what I'm saying is this. When you have a situation that you're trying to solve before it gets out of hand, the one key thing you have to do in the whole entire situation is this: two things. You got to be able to listen, and not only listen, but hear what your mate is saying to you.
That's what
But
I
that's
said.
not.
Right.
Then you
Body
have
language.
to.
It's a
Then
thing.
you have
It's a
to.
thing.
Then you have to take accountability for your part that you played in it.
Well,
And
it's a
then
fourth
if you
member.
hurt that person, you have to be willing to show empathy to that person. And that's something that a lot of people don't know how to do.
And that's
is
my
give
thing.
empathy.
When I tell somebody you did this to me, you did that to me, and then the first thing they, no, I didn't. You're not, and you're not in this position. You're not in
And
my
you want to know
shoes.
why you get that? You want to know why you
Why?
get that?
Because they're
Because when you're
narcissists and they're
expressing,
not taking
no,
accountability.
it's
Don't
not.
No,
sit
It's
up
not
there and
being a
tell me. I'm the
narcissist.
one
Listen to
telling
me.
you. I
no.
experienced it
It's
with
It's
not
not
you.
being
being
a
a
So don't
narcissist.
tell
narcissist.
me
It's not.
what you
Listen to
didn't
me.
do to me.
Somebody's
It's
ideas
not
is
being a
what being a
narcissist.
narcissist.
I'm gonna tell you why you get the response that you get. Because how you came at that individual, they felt attacked. Instead of you saying, "Baby, I need to talk to you," as we do, as we should do, it doesn't
No, I'm
happen.
Right.
It
talking
doesn't
about
happen.
if we're
Listen to
talking
me,
about
Reese.
our issue now, if we're talking right now, and I say, well, you did this and that to me, and just say you yelled at me, you did whatever. I'm in my
Hold on. I'm
feelings.
gonna
No, I
help you
didn't.
out.
No, I didn't. You telling me what the fuck you didn't do, but I'm telling you what the fuck you did.
But
Hold
let me
on.
reel
I'm
it
gonna
on
help
back.
you
Let
out,
me
Ree.
reel it.
Ree, I'm
Let
gonna
me.
help you out.
Okay.
Wait a
Why
minute.
you saying that? Let me reel it back in. That was the whole purpose of what Usher said. There is never a time that you cannot let them know that they understand exactly what you said, because me just saying you did this, I didn't, or I feel this way, and someone saying, okay, you feel like that, I feel like this. No, you have to let the other person know that you understand how they feel. That's how you show empathy. When you get that understanding and you vocalize that you feel like this. That's how you get
Okay,
understanding, because
that
then
was
you
one of
know
the
they're
things that it said.
apologizing for that.
It says
But you,
empathy and understanding. Try to see the situation from the other person's perspective. Acknowledge the
Mhm.
other's feelings. And that's the issue. And that's the issue,
I
Ree. And I'm
know.
gonna say this, Ree. I'm not knocking what you say, Ree. And I do truly believe that in your previous relationships, I've never been out, I get involved. But that's another story. But what I'm saying is this. And me knowing how aggressive that you are,
Used to be.
n- no,
Used to
no,
be. It's
listen,
2024.
stop,
I'm in my
stop,
soft feminine era
stop,
side now.
stop.
So
We
God,
can't listen to me. We
anybody else?
can't base it off of
2024.
something.
I'm on my
No,
hey,
stop
I'm
what I'm
living in
saying.
my
See, you
soft
trying to
side now.
now
Give
you
it to me.
deflecting. Now you're
What
deflecting
you
from the
said, Sophie?
conversation.
No, I
Yes,
say
you are.
used to
Yes, you
be.
are. Because I'm sitting here trying
Auntie,
to
that's
tell you
deflecting.
this is the thing. With you being the type of female that you are and how aggressive you are when you feel that your
Can
feelings are
be.
being hurt.
Use those words. Can be.
Nigga, shut
see,
up.
Ree,
Listen.
you fighting now. You fighting now. You trying to
Exactly.
shut
I'm
down this
not.
now.
I just
Exactly.
need him to. I need him to
It
properly
doesn't
describe me as
matter.
it is
Hold
now.
on.
Don't talk about
It
my
doesn't
past.
listen
Talk
to me.
about me in
It
my
doesn't
present.
matter, Reed. It
Talk
doesn't
about me in
matter
my
because guess
present.
what? Just because
Let me
you
reel it
that
back
way
in.
now, it doesn't
Let me
mean that
reel
it's not there.
Okay,
Just
but
let me
I
because
reel it
you
said
back
you not
can
in.
like
be.
that
That's the
now.
key word. Can be.
Hey,
Let me
Ree,
reel it
Ree,
back
Ree.
in, because see, you guys are having a conflict right now. And the thing is, you have to understand the boundary that you cross. Now, if she's saying this is my boundary, you have to
Thank
say that's my
No,
Thank
boundary.
no.
She
What
said,
boundary did I
don't use my
cross?
past.
I didn't cross. What boundary did I cross?
You're
You can't,
describing the old
and she say,
me,
don't go back
though
to my
I
past.
can
You
be
can't
that
go back
way.
to the past.
Okay, so let me ask you this: how am I supposed to know the new you if I'm not involved with you?
You are, and you know me, the new me.
So guess what? I can say what I'm saying. I'm not crossing no boundaries. I'm telling you
No,
the
because you're
type of woman
still
that you
deflecting
are.
on the old me, or
No,
still
I'm
reflecting
not.
on the old
Well, go
me.
ahead.
Because guess what? Guess what? At the end of the day, you have triggers, right? Right?
Hey,
It
I
hey,
takes a
can't
hey,
long
have you.
hey,
time, a
hey,
longer
Steve.
time
Hey,
No, no,
now.
no,
Steve.
no, 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 no. Use the damn
You
lie.
already hit him. You
Use the
already hit
damn
him. You
lie.
already hit him just now.
Use
You
the
hit him.
damn lie.
You did hit him.
I'm not no.
You hit him.
Okay, we're not going to make this about me. Let's get back on topic,
I'm
because
sitting there. We
if
trying.
y'all want
Go
me
ahead.
after the
to
show,
help
then we can
you.
do that. But
Go ahead, Reese. Rob's
But
I
comment.
hate to say this, but women are the worst at conflict resolution
Yes,
because
yes,
they
they are.
already have it made up in their heads
Yes.
what they are going to do. They tend to only compromise when someone outside their mate calls them out.
Agree with that. I cannot agree with that for the simple fact that you have predetermined that whatever she said, she didn't, cause you blocked her out. Whatever she was saying, you was like, whatever she said, she already know. No, give her a time to work through that with you. If you come into a conversation feeling like she already know what she gonna do, you're not giving her authenticity.
That's not what he's saying.
And he's not saying that.
But I know what he's saying too. But Robbie goes both ways because I know situations where
have the conflict. Here's what he's saying: before you even have the conversation, you already got in your mind what you gonna say and do.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
But here's the thing to that too. To add to it, have y'all ever been in a situation where y'all were with y'all's mate? Y'all was with y'all's mate and y'all said one thing to y'all mate, right? And then somebody on the outside said the exact same thing to the mate, but it's good when that third party said, but when you as the mate's partner say it, they don't hear you.
Yeah.
It's both ways. But I think it's what he kind of saying too.
Yeah.
It's like
we already know what we're gonna do.
That is not what he is saying.
I'm saying that last sentence is what I'm going off of. Is what he's saying.
But I was going off the first sentence because with the first thing he said was somebody already know what they're gonna do. It means once that person walked up to you and started talking, you blocked out everything they said just to wait for them to get to the end because you feel like they already came to a conclusion.
Oh no, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. But then here's another thing. Here's another thing. A man, say you my mate. Say you my mate, mate. Are you Reed? And say you bringing up something that I've done that you disagree with. And I can be like, all right, babe, you okay. You're right. And I can agree with you and feel what you're saying. And then a lot of times, speaking on a woman, y'all still want to have a debate with a brother, even when a brother's like, okay.
Because just because
why?
I understand
Why? For what?
For what? Because listen, I'm trying to tell you, just because you agreed to be wrong doesn't end it. You have to.
Why not?
You have to give the changed behavior. You have to show the empathy. You have to understand the seed that you planted. You have to understand all the levels.
I don't want. Men,
and did you do it to shut her up? Did you do it sarcastically to end it?
No. But here's the thing: a man does not think about the way y'all talking. We don't think like that.
That's why we're having this conversation.
God did not make us to think like that. Hear me.
Bring it, Rob.
Yes, he did. There's guys that
God didn't. We don't think like that.
It's not common. It's not common, and so that's why we're having this conversation.
Here's the way a man works.
Things that people need to hear is things that they haven't experienced, and it's different.
Men don't think like that. I've been a man 49 years. If I don't know nothing else, I know to be a male. Here's the thing about a male. If there's a problem issue to us, a lot of times a woman just want to talk, and y'all don't want a solution. But the way we work as men, we try to fix it. That's the way God programmed us to be. You complaining. I'm gonna throw this up very simple, baby. My tires are low, so you might go on and on and on with it. Here's my solution. I'm gonna go out there and put air in the tires. The shit's done. But you'll keep nagging about how the fuel station didn't do this, how it didn't do that, and there's no need for it. I don't want to hear it. You told me the problem. Cool, baby. I'm going to fix it, baby. The lights out. I'm going to fix it, baby. You're not loving me right. Go ahead.
I got one even better.
That's all wholesome conflict.
Go ahead.
That's wholesome conflict. But when it comes
I got one that's even better.
It gets deeper than that.
Here's something that women do, and they are so good at it. You do it too, nigga. So here's what they do. When a man comes to a woman about a situation that she has done, a woman will apologize and expect it to be done and over with at that moment.
Yeah, I agree. But let it
be.
If
there's something else about it, why do you keep going on? I just apologize for it. Let it be over with. That's what women do. And then guess what?
Okay, hold on. To that point, did y'all have a dialogue about it? Or did you just say, okay, I apologize?
You didn't get a chance to because guess what? You didn't get a chance to because guess what? As soon as I brought it to a woman's attention, you know what she did? She apologized and cut the conversation off. She didn't want to go into it.
But guess what? That was your job. That was your job to go in there and say, okay, you was mad about that.
How if I'm trying to have this conversation with a woman,
it's your job.
I'm trying to have a conversation with a woman and she apologizes and that's the end of it.
This is what I see a lot. This is what I see a lot.
That's unresolved then because it's gonna come back up. So you didn't resolve it.
And guess why? Guess why it's gonna come back up?
It's unresolved.
Because that woman canceled out that man's feelings because he didn't get the opportunity to express how he felt about the situation.
But
you should have settled down at that point and talked, had a discussion.
But see, but
when I'm trying to have this discussion, and the first thing a woman does is she apologizes, and that's the end of the conversation.
No, she ended it because of how you're acting now. I'm sure that probably was
serious. Stop with that. Because guess what? Here's the thing. When a woman has done something to a man and he goes to express it, y'all overlook how he feels. Because guess what? Y'all feel y'all never do no wrong.
Hey, Steve.
No, I think a lot of women, and I can personalize it. One, don't know how to. We're learning how to be more, cognizant of the male's feelings, and I can be the first to say that I'm still learning that. So no, I mean in the past I never took in account of no man's feelings. Now that's one of my main focuses. So
Steve,
I agree with you, but I also am working on learning.
Hold on, Terrell. How can you say what you just said? In the past, I didn't care about no man's feelings, but now I do. When I was trying to make a point about how you used to be, and because I didn't say the word that you wanted
used to be versus the way I am now, meaning I'm trying to learn.
Hold on, though. Here's the thing. Because I didn't use the words that you wanted me to say.
And that's
you got defensive and took it as I was attacking you.
No. I need you to decipher between the old me and the new of what I'm trying to be now. But the thing of it is, going back to, like I said, the old me and women who are not used to paying attention to a man's feelings. That's because, again, I mean, in everyday's world, that's why we having these discussions. Men, we were always used to that man being a man not expressing their feelings. Now this is a new thing. So a lot of women like myself, including myself, are having to learn how to adjust to the male's feelings and the male being vulnerable and all of that. Some women care, some don't. Me, I care. I care about my man's feelings.
Say this.
I want to learn. I'm work in progress.
But I'm gonna say this here. But look, I'm gonna say this here. What I've seen, what I've learned is a woman will listen to a man's feelings as long as it's not about her. But as long as it's about her,
I agree.
That's not true. That's so not true.
Let me tell you. I think it's
who else is it gonna be about? Who else is it gonna be about if it's not about her?
It could be about anything.
But let me tell you why.
It could be about anything.
I agree that we reject it when it comes to us because, like you said, y'all don't want to cater y'all words. Y'all feel like being brash and rash and saying, well, you remember you and you know about how you do it. You don't want to be sensitive, but then you turn around and want us to give you.
But guess what, though? As soon as we try to be sensitive, now we vulnerable. Now you're going to take our vulnerability and weaponize it.
But if you pick the right chick, they won't do that. But if you're talking about me,
exactly. So the fact that I'm saying I'm trying to learn it now I'm still getting beat up and being accused of being the old way of not giving a fuck. So which one is it? You're not getting both.
Hold on.
You're not getting both.
Hold on. Stop for a second. Y'all talking about if you choose the right woman. Let's get away from that. Let's look at the species of a male and a female. We love y'all too. Love y'all.
Y'all
you kicked a couple times, man.
Y'all worst enemy.
Men think different than women. Period.
We are wired differently.
Y'all want to tell us the problem.
That is the most important reason how conversation and open conflict resolution can happen, because we want to learn stuff from men. Women love men. We think y'all smart.
Y'all don't learn nothing. Hold on. Hey, let me read Rob Carter's his comment. Example: a woman can ask her man, "Why don't you go down on me anymore? You don't love me." So he give her what she wants to prove his love, But if a woman quits giving him pleasure like that, and he says something, it's an argument that make you feel bad, and they don't give in because they standing on their BS.
I
Y'all
agree.
need to
I
introduce
agree.
toys in the
I mean,
bedroom.
some, not every
I
woman's
agree.
like that. So
Bull crap.
Like y'all are fucking
that's the
crazy.
You know, y'all women, you know
y'all not
something?
spicing up y'all love life. Y'all have an internal
Hold on.
conflict.
May, and Riri. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Y'all use that honey pot that y'all got between y'all legs. Stop. Y'all think that damn thing. I ain't gonna lie, God, when God made that, he made a precious thing. However, y'all try to use that as a weapon against me.
I'm not one of them, Lamont.
Well,
I'm not one of them.
Well, he's talking about oral pleasure, but the thing is,
Steve, can't hear you.
Let me tell you something about a woman's orgasm.
We can't hear you.
About a woman's orgasm is a lot of times mental.
Log out and come back in.
So if he got some unresolved stuff, she's not gonna be as freaky and nasty as she was when he had her as a whole person. So if y'all having conflicts about sex, y'all need to revisit some other conversations and figure out why she's not as comfortable.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I don't plan to have no conflict because here's my thing with that. Here's my thing with that. Teach me as if you talk to a first grader, because what may work for you may not work for her.
Agree.
So I'm cool with. Let's have this open dialogue.
Yeah.
Let's understand this, and this is what may pleasure you, and this is what may pleasure me. Let's work on this together like an art class. That's
how it's supposed to be.
You know, that's what I'm gonna say with that.
The point that I'm making, Lamont, I'm not talking about that they sex wasn't good. I'm talking about they became emotionally disconnected to where it gets nasty. It's not nothing either one of them want to do. They need something that brings them back together emotionally. So then you naturally want to please this man.
But see, a man don't think like that. Only women think on emotion. When a woman giving her body away, she's emotional. Men don't think like that. Men don't think like that.
Some men don't know.
Baby.
I do know this with women. Women take away pleasures when something's wrong going on in the relationship. So is that a situation, Rob? Could that have been a situation?
When they get mad, women, it don't even gotta be nothing going wrong. If a woman gets in her feelings and she get mad about something and that nigga wants some pussy, she ain't giving it up.
The wind blows.
What it is.
If the wind blows wrong.
I don't think they should withhold sex, but he said oral sex. That's something real.
Hey, well, I'm gonna tell you, y'all try to use that for a weapon. Period.
Not emotionally connected at that time.
Y'all try to use it for a weapon. Period.
Hey, hold on, y'all. I got another video for this Charmaine video.
I like sex too much. I ain't holding shit.
I don't agree with this. Hold on.
Riri, this ain't about you.
Here we go.
Hey, y'all want to make it about me?
Shut up, motherfucker.
With no sound. We ain't got no sound.
I don't know. I have to re-download it.
You know why it is? That's because of Charmaine's video. That's why it ain't working.
Bullshit.
It makes too much sense. It'll crack this whole world wide open. They realize that stuff.
Man, listen to me. Look, hold on. Let me see something. I got some. Listen to me, y'all. Here's the thing. What is conflict resolution for? Let's get to the topic. What is it for?
It's for
to bring unity back in the relationships, to make sure that respectfully the relationship, everybody has an understanding of, where things went wrong. Everybody accepting accountability. You taking, responsibility and showing empathy for the role that you play. It's just to help another stage to help. It ain't even got to be like just about relationships. It's friendships too. You know what I'm saying? It's all everything conflict.
Conflict resolution. Conflict resolution addresses immediate disagreements, but also promotes understanding, respect, and cooperation to prevent future conflict. Now,
future conflict.
So here's the thing.
And at the same time, that may be the end. That can actually end a relationship or a friendship or whatever. Once you have that
That's what I was
discussion,
getting ready
y'all
to
can both
interrupt to
be an
say.
adult and say, okay, all right, we both are wrong, or this wasn't for me. I respectfully, I'm gonna walk away, and that's it.
You got
It can make or break relationships, friendships, whatever.
Yeah, there's relationships that I ended as friends because we had good conflict resolution, but we just realized we're not going to be in a relationship.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, they don't normally end like that.
How in the hell can you sit here and say that you had good conflict resolution? Are you serious? You can't even have good conflict resolution with us.
All right, Steve. Let's see what Rob said. After the honeymoon stage is over. No, both of y'all. I think you're talking both of y'all.
Steve, you talking to me or her?
I think you're talking both. I think you're talking both of y'all
because she don't listen to me. Hold up, stop with that. Hold on. How can you say that you have good conflict resolution when we in the chat? All you do is you bash men. You say men don't know what they doing. They don't have an understanding of nothing. You pretty much saying men are stupid.
What it is that I give you guys so much credit that you're not used to it. Y'all not used to this type of love. And when I say, well, men do this, y'all say, men don't think like that. Men can't do this. And I'm telling you, baby, you're capable.
Hold on, Christy.
I understand you. I'm listening to you.
I know that's right, Christy.
That's different.
No, hold on now. Hold on. See, here's the problem. And Steve and Jay gonna back me up on this. Now we all older. I think I'm older than all of y'all, but we all older. Anyway, when you're looking at this, why? So at this age, Christy, I'm 49, right? Own my own home or whatever. But I'm not trying to just take and date somebody just to have that pastime like we did when we was younger. If you're not trying to be my wife and bring something into my life, and you ain't believing in God and all this stuff, what do I need you for? I don't need you for no money. I don't need you for no kids. I want you for me, and I want me to be for you. So if we're not trying to work on something to have something and grow long term, because we're all getting older, and eventually we're gonna need somebody to wipe our ass. Hopefully not. What is it about you? Because she said her statement was, if he's not her husband, it doesn't matter. She don't owe him anything. That's what her comment said.
So
go ahead, Steve.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say to that. What she said, Christy. This is what I'm gonna say to you in that situation, sis. If we are in a committed relationship to where we both come to the conclusion that we are only going to deal with each other, see each other, and that's that. If I love you as my woman and I want to make this work, I'm going to do what it takes to make it work. And I need the same thing in return from my woman. The difference is this. Women, when you get into a situation, I'm not gonna say, let me clear this up real quick. Not all women. Some women will get in their feelings about something that happened 6 months ago that they never addressed. Mm-hmm. And when it comes up again, they address the situation that happens now, but they'll talk about what happened 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So
and the thing about that is this. When you're addressing a situation, if you don't get that man's attention in the first 2 minutes of the conversation, he ain't got a clue what you're talking about.
I got a question for you, cuz. Lamont, nephew, and Cut. Yeah. Answer this question. For a situation like that, why don't y'all man up and take lead in that when it happened 6 months ago and air out that and resolve that issue at that time? Even if it's her issue, if she brings it up and don't want to finish it, why don't y'all take the lead in sitting her down as a woman, as your woman, and then working through that problem? Stop always leaving shit undone, unresolved. Because that's the problem. That's why shit keep coming back up with y'all. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do to you. You know why we don't handle the situation 6 months ago? Because it never came up 6 months ago. It didn't come up to 6 months till now. If you address the situation immediately that has bothered you, that has affected you, or something we have said or done, We don't know it. We don't know it. So there's no way for us to fix it. But if you address that situation 6 months ago, no, hold on. She want to ask us this question. Let us answer this question. Because if you want us to address something that happened 6 months ago, let me know what's going on 6 months ago. Don't wait till now because the situation that came up.
I agree. If it didn't come up, but I'm talking about the times that it do come up. The times that it do come up, and then it's unresolved.
Up 20 times.
Hold on, Reed.
No, I'm talking about when it comes up. When it came up 6 months ago, y'all be so quick to want to push shit under the rug, sweep up shit under the carpet.
Let me answer the question.
To your point, I agree. To your point, I agree with you.
Let me answer the question.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me answer the question. It doesn't matter if it happens 600 times. If you never bring something to a man or a woman's attention,
we're not going to address it.
Troya just left a comment to what Steve just said. She said some women will still be in their feelings afterwards, even though you talk about it.
Exactly.
And that's why I said,
you know why? Because these niggas keep doing the same old shit. And these women are up on it. They tired of that shit. That's why they still in their feelings about it. Period.
No, but here's the thing, though.
Y'all keep doing the same dumb fuck ass shit, and then y'all expect women to sit back and just be la la land or whatever and forgiving and this, that, and y'all keep doing the same dog nigga ass shit.
Why are you getting so defensive? Why are you getting so defensive?
I'm not. I'm just answering the question.
Here's the thing.
I'm not. I'm hype. I'm good. I'm hype.
Listen, I just said she said that, and that goes back to what I said. You guys said you don't want to do it.
Get out of here, man. You ain't talking about nothing anyway.
But it says after you apologize or think that it's over,
we ain't
you have to
apologizing.
come to them and ask them how you feel about it. And once you ask them,
man, get out of here with this. So I got to treat you like a baby.
Wait a minute, you blocking your blessing. Let me get through.
Go ahead, man.
Listen, if you ask them in that moment, how do you feel about that? And then they bring it up later, they're on bullshit then. But at that time, you said, how do you feel about it?
Yourself? Do you hear yourself?
May.
Do you hear yourself?
Let me give an example. Let me give an example. So let's just say 6 months ago, a man cheated on his wife, right? And then they had a discussion about it. 6 months later, the woman finds out that he cheated again. She's still in her feelings because this fuck nigga still ain't changed his fucking pattern, and he's still doing what the fuck that he was doing to her in the first place.
That's that man's fault. That man chose to do that.
I mean, I'm just trying to give an example of why situations will carry over with a lot of women. They still be in their feelings because the behaviors have not changed. Yes, Lamont. Yes, Lamont.
So, going to the question that you asked, just like what Steve was talking about, I ain't gonna cheat. First of all, if I'm married, I'm not gonna cheat on my wife. I'm not gonna cheat on my wife. That's the first thing. But the biggest thing with that, because that's a sin. That's because that's a sin. And I took my wife to be my wife, mine, and I'm her.
Okay, and that's you. You won in. You all by yourself, Lamont.
No, I'm not.
Maybe two.
It's a many of us out here. All three of us gentlemen on the phone like that now. However, what they're saying,
they X'd out. They X'd out.
If we all, if you was my lady, and you talking about 6 months ago, I don't even remember what I did last month. Hey, I can't remember what I did last week. But if it wasn't a problem yesterday, why is it a problem now?
If a nigga cheated, you ain't gotta let it.
Fact.
You ain't gotta let it go.
But here's another thing, though.
I know I'm not, Rob, but women that are really heavily, in love and this, that, and the other, them situations. We ain't got to talk about that. People in love, they not going to just walk away from a long-term relationship because somebody that cheated. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to hit y'all in your face. Our grandparents. My grandfather had 2 families. My grandfather had 17 kids. 9 with my grandmother and 8 with another mother. And guess what? They made that shit happen. They dealt with that shit. Now my grandmother had another.
I love big families.
I'm not agreeing with that because I'm gonna tell you cheat on me, I'm probably gonna leave you alone.
But that's where I am in my age now and in my era because I dealt with all that. That's just the automatic no for me.
But see, that's the thing that I'm trying to get y'all to understand. But you two knuckleheads don't want to listen.
Hey,
No,
that's all
Whatever.
right, bro.
Came
y'all
from
Whatever.
dismissing.
We're all.
You guys
Listen
are
to me.
dismissing.
We're
If a
all.
woman
We
ever
all
gives
have
you,
came.
listen, if
Charmaine,
a
you
woman
just
ever
don't.
gives you
Charmaine,
the
Charmaine,
courtesy to
Charmaine,
come back,
Charmaine.
if a woman ever gives you the courtesy to come back after any indiscretion, what you don't do is dismiss it. So
Hold
So what
on.
about when a
going
Hold
man
back
on.
to
does
what
the
I've
Hold
been
same
on.
trying
thing,
to
nigga?
tell
How
Women,
about
you,
the
What about when a man
women,
does the same thing?
women cheat more than men. Women
It
cheat
do.
more than men.
It
And a
do.
woman
this
will
is the
leave
It
a
thing with
might,
man
Rob,
before a
gaslighting.
man
depending on
leave a
how you
woman.
moving.
This is distracting and gaslighting. That's why you have poor conflict resolution.
Boy,
Because I'm trying to
you know
tell
what? You
you,
Man,
always got an answer for everything. But what I
I
can't
do.
understand
If
is
you
this.
ever let
You
me
got an
finish
answer.
my
Hold up.
opinion,
How the hell?
it'll
How many boyfriends you ever
be
had in your life?
done.
How many boyfriends you ever had in your life, Charmaine?
More than a handful, but I'm fine with
What's a
that.
handful? Give me a
what's a
number.
handful?
Give me a
She,
number.
hey,
That's
look, hey,
personal. I don't
she ain't
want to
gonna
put
say
on the
that.
Hold on,
internet
hold
Hey,
on,
any
look,
Shorty.
business
Give
I've
me a
had in my
number.
life.
Give me a number. Give me a
that's gonna
number.
tell, that's gonna tell her
I'm
body
not gonna
count.
give you a
See,
number, but I've had
Okay,
that's gonna tell
I'll
her
take it.
body
I
relationships
count.
had
getting better.
five. I'll speak
Okay.
five.
okay, well, hold on, hold on.
So if you
Now,
had 5 relationships and all of them failed,
Who?
Learning experiences.
Now, when you
But
hold on,
it's
address
hold on.
that
still
to
a
Did
me,
you just see
he
failure.
this?
addressed that
Did
to
that,
me. Listen,
let
he
me read
addressed that
this.
to me.
Put that
Finish,
back
He
up
addressed
cuz.
there.
that to me.
Put that
Listen,
back
he
up there,
addressed that
cuz.
to me. You addressed that to me,
Hey,
and you
hold
said if
on.
I had 5 relationships and all of them failed, who am I to say? But the thing is, when you say how many relationships you've had in your lifetime, just because a relationship comes to an end, it doesn't mean it's a fail. So you telling me every job?
Exactly.
Steve,
Hold on, wait a
I
minute,
got
Hold
it.
hold
on
on,
I
now,
wait
got
a
hold
it.
on, hold
minute,
on
Look,
now.
wait
Steve,
a
I
minute.
got it. I
Exactly.
got it.
Listen, can I?
I got it.
If
Guess
y'all,
what? I
you're
got this.
gonna have
Don't even worry about it.
unresolved conflict
No,
if you
I
don't let
got
me
it.
finish. So what you're saying, Steve, is every job you left, you failed at life. Anytime you didn't make a good, great decision,
Exactly.
you
Get him,
failed at life.
Charmaine.
No, no,
Get
no.
him,
Guess what? Guess what?
Charmaine.
Guess
You
what?
failed at
Guess
no,
life.
it's
what?
not.
Guess
No,
That
what?
is
it
not
should
what I'm
come to an
saying.
end.
That is
When you
not what I'm
No.
graduate
saying.
high school and go
That
on,
is
Yep.
not
that's
what
the
I'm saying.
end.
By
That
far, that's not
she
what I'm
hit it.
saying.
She
No.
hit the
Because
nail on
guess
the
Okay,
what?
head.
No,
that's
she
not the
Yes.
Guess
didn't.
what
No,
though?
she
problem.
Guess
didn't.
what
Yes.
No,
though?
she
Just
didn't.
because a relationship
Okay,
didn't work, don't mean that I failed at life. That's not what I'm
right.
saying.
So
Exactly.
just because
It
I
don't
ended
mean
a
Because
that the
guess what?
relationship
relationship,
failed.
don't
It's
mean
just
that
that
it
it
Exactly.
ended
failed.
and it
Hold
should
on,
be
hold
a
on, Steve.
learning
I
We
got it.
just
I
put
got it.
Hey,
that.
I
let
got
Jay
it. I
speak.
got it. Guess
Hey,
what?
let
Hold
Jay
on, hold on,
speak.
hold on. I got this. I got this. Guess what? Auntie
Mhm.
and Charmaine, your last relationship, right? You may have learned something, but guess what? If you ain't with them today, it failed.
It did not
It's
fail.
not a
It
failure.
failed.
It's a
It's
learning
good.
Well,
experience.
It did not.
Hey, and just
I
No,
would
because
find
listen,
a
no,
way to
we
dress
hold
no,
on.
you
it ain't a
no matter
failure.
what.
It's not a failure. We
Listen,
just
let me ask
didn't
y'all something.
vibe
it's
together. And when
every
we wasn't
time.
for each other.
Then the
Y'all
relationship
act like two
Listen,
failed.
as I
niggas.
was
Y'all act
saying,
like
at
two
the end of
niggas.
the relationship, I'm here.
Y'all
It
act like
didn't
niggas.
Guess
fail.
what? It's not
Y'all
Lamar,
act
failure.
like niggas.
Right.
I,
It's
I
not. Yes,
love
it's
y'all.
a
Y'all
lesson.
my
Lamar's
girl, but
It's a
y'all
silly.
lesson.
niggas.
It is a lesson, but at the same time, guess what? It's that particular relationship failed because it did not last.
No,
Hold on,
You
hold on,
it's
hold on,
not
hold
a
on.
failure. Every relation, I'm gonna tell you, every relationship I've been in, wasn't I knew getting in the
Boy, get
relationship,
out of
this
this
wasn't
fucking
gonna
make
be my
believe world
forever
you living
mate.
in.
Charmaine, you
I
know
knew.
something?
We all been in
You are the best.
relationships
You
that
know
My
we
what?
knew that we
relationships
just
didn't
wasn't that
work.
person.
My relationships didn't work. But guess
Because of
what?
you. Because of
I
you, right? I'm just
yeah.
asking you.
And look,
Because you know,
Well, I'm
guess
trying to
what?
understand, but
really
you
y'all,
know,
I done
you
had some
is
great
that what y'all doing?
relationships.
Y'all
no,
really
listen to
coming
me.
for me like
Look,
that?
No,
I done
listen
had
to
some
me.
great
I'm listening to
no,
both of
relationships.
they
y'all.
trying.
Hey, look, I done
Come
had some
back
great
with them,
relationships,
Reed.
but
They
guess what?
trying.
I'm not with them today. Guess what? That means that relationship failed. It
It
failed.
did not fail. It
Exactly.
ended.
What
It
was the
Nephew,
failed
time?
in
y'all,
Okay,
life.
so
nephew,
let me
hold
ask you
on.
this.
It
So let me ask
Nigga,
you
didn't
this.
fail.
hold
You
on.
So
can
since
Let
you
me
go
tell you
back.
understand them
something.
learning lessons,
Both of y'all right
listen
here
to me.
that's on my
Listen
top
to
and
me.
my bottom. Both
Hold
of
on,
y'all,
listen to me. Listen to
no,
me.
y'all talk
Reason
about
why ain't
relationship. Well,
nobody
no, let me
listening to
hit
you, you
nephew on
always
this one.
talking.
Nigga, you talking about
Uh,
relationship ain't fair. Nigga, you in a fair relationship. And you ain't you in a relationship, nigga?
You said what?
So hold on. So let me say this. So let me say this. When you get in a relationship,
You ain't even in a relationship and you in a failed shit. So what are you talking about?
Hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this.
Ren, you gonna step off my nigga though.
Okay, Charmaine.
You can step off my
When
nigga
you
now.
get in a relationship, what is your end goal for that relationship?
It depends on the person. I've dated people for notoriety. I've dated people
This
for
bullshit.
fun. I've only met a couple people in my life where I was like, look,
Chrissy, they trying me.
anything you need,
That's
I got.
irrelevant. That's
But most
irrelevant.
of the
That's
time when I meet
irrelevant.
a person,
That's
he's
irrelevant.
handsome and
That's irrelevant.
sexy. He's handsome
Baby,
and sexy.
You
He's
still ain't
fun.
answered the question.
Charmaine, what
You
you're saying
did.
is
You asked me
irrelevant.
what's my end goal. It depends on the person, and not every person I meet, I don't think I'm gonna fall in love with or be with or anything. I could want him for his
Look,
body.
hey
I
Steve,
could want him for
tell
his
me if I'm wrong.
money. I could want him to hang out, to be around him. I do the same, like just like a nigga do. You see a chick, you get with her, you done kicked it with her for 6 months because you want to knock her down. You wasn't planning on marrying that girl.
hold on. What did
Same
Rob say?
difference.
Here's the $1 million.
Hold on.
Y'all are really coming for
Here's
me.
$1 million
They
question.
are.
How come the person who has the conflict isn't the one who first talk about it? Why does it always have to be the man that brings it up and initiate the resolution?
I mean, no, you're right. No, I was just saying that in his situation. No, it's not true. I'm just more or less trying to point out who's going to be the adult in the situation at that time. But he said that, I understand where he said it didn't come until 6 months later. Had he found out when it happened, that's a different story. So no, it's more or less the maturity level is where I was going with that. So yeah, it don't matter.
Really, the person
What
that
does it have to be?
Hold on.
It's a woman's fault.
Troya said, why does it have to be the woman that failed in the relationship? What about the man that failed the relationship?
Didn't say that.
If the woman is doing the right thing.
You didn't say
that's not what we're saying. We're not saying.
not what we're saying.
Hold on. We're not saying that it was the woman that failed. We're saying
Nor the man that failed. The relationship failed.
And we're not pointing the finger at the male or the female. We're saying as a whole, the relationship failed.
Let me ask you this. Answer this real quick. So what if two people say me and Lamont, we in a relationship, right? And let's just say, 3 months down the line, we decided that, you know what? This ain't working for neither one of us. You know what? Let's just be cool. Is that considered a failed relationship? Are we just realizing that we not for each other and we moving the hell on?
Hold on, Shorty. Hold on. I'm getting ready to tell you why that's not a failed relationship.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to tell you why it's not a failed relationship.
No. Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you why it's not a failed relationship.
I'm waiting. Hey, I'm gonna piggyback off of you, Charmaine, because I'm ready too.
Because two people sat down and had a conversation.
Ain't that what I just said?
That ain't what the fuck you just said.
That ain't what the fuck you just said.
You didn't say that.
But hey, so answer this. So still, but the fact that the relationship still ended. So why is it that that's not considered a failed relationship, but the other one is? Because one person decided to walk away and not both of them. So why does that even matter?
Hold on, babe. Hold on. If we sit down as two adults and we realize this shit is not working, that's not a fair relationship. That's an understanding.
So that's what I just said.
Nah, you didn't
But
just say that.
you
didn't say that, man.
The relationship ended. So why did you not
I literally said me in a
Because
good
two
relationship.
people sat down and had a conversation and talked about it. That's why it's
Hey,
not a failed
Kristen.
relationship.
And
Guess
that's
what?
what I just said. Regardless of what y'all wanted to hear, that's what was said. So y'all all want to hear certain things, but when you actually don't, that's why it's important. So when I say,
Charmaine, you never
let me
say two
finish.
things that match. You'll go from A to Z.
I love you,
You'll
man.
skip the letters in
Hey.
between.
Y'all gonna get up off
What
Charmaine.
I just said. That is what I just said at the end of the
Y'all
day.
gonna get off of Charmaine.
But like Rob said, compatibility is not considered a fair relationship. Because like I already tell y'all, I love both of y'all. I think y'all beautiful, but y'all two niggas. Y'all act like niggas.
Whatever. I'm my
what?
daddy's
I'ma say
child,
this
so
about
that's
both
what
of
it
y'all.
is.
Let me
I am a daddy's girl.
Let me say this.
You can't
Let me
take
say
me
this
nowhere.
about both of y'all. Let me say this about both of y'all. And this is coming straight from the heart. I love both of y'all to death, Ree. You know I'm fucked up about you. You my favorite. You know how we do.
I know.
But
I
I'm going to
know.
say this. And this is the thing that I have to say about y'all two. Y'all two need to put y'all motherfucking heart back in your chest.
Boy, y'all
And
be on it.
stop feeling, hold on. And stop feeling that we are coming for you.
Cause y'all
We're
be on
not.
one. Y'all be
We're
on
not
one.
listening.
Hold
We're
on.
You
not
have to listen
understanding
to
it.
me.
Like we
I'm
sit here and
good.
take all this
I'm good
advice
over
you
here.
got, and when we give you the advice, you
You
have
don't
to
listen
accept
to me.
it
Listen
as
to
our
me.
truth.
Charmaine, the advice
We're
that you
just
give
living
me,
our truth.
Charmaine, and I'm gonna be honest.
Kevin
And I'm gonna be
Samuel got
honest.
all y'all
And I'm gonna
fucked
be
up in here.
honest. Reed, shut
Yeah,
up. You always try to
oh
bully the
my God,
Read.
conversation.
you got
Say
so
what?
true.
No,
Reed,
he
you
tell
always
y'all
try
the
to bully
truth.
the
Yeah, you heard what I
conversation. Shut
He
said.
up.
tell y'all the truth.
We
He
died
tell y'all the
alone,
truth.
and you
He
can't
tell y'all the
understand a
truth.
man that died alone. Lord,
He got y'all
Charmaine,
fucked up
let
in
me
the
say
head
this,
because
Charmaine, and
all I'm hearing
I'm gonna keep it
is
a buck
y'all
with you.
want us
Charmaine,
to
I'm gonna keep it. Hey,
give
Reed,
to y'all.
Reed.
I don't want to listen to what we gotta say. That's all I keep hearing in this whole
right?
conversation
You
about
gotta
what the man
listen. The
wants
thing
and the
is,
man what to do. And if the woman is the fucked up, how make that make sense to me? Make it make
Why are
sense.
you
right, there's
yelling?
no
How is that
one-sided,
when
there's
we
no
everything that we
one-sided
say,
opinionated
we take
relationship.
both sides.
You cannot,
We take both sides.
you cannot
We
resolve
take both
conflict
sides in
only.
this.
But you cannot stand on it and say, "Well, if this is my mountain, I'm getting ready to stand on." That means you're not willing to compromise.
Y'all don't compromise.
But go ahead and say what you was
Shut
gonna
Y'all
say
don't
up.
about
compromise.
us, because my
Y'all
phone
don't.
was
Shut
acting
up.
crazy.
Hey, Charmaine. Y'all don't compromise.
We do, and I'm trying to tell
No,
you that we do. I'm not
I'm
just
I
saying
gonna
do.
go
I
here.
heard you say
I
that.
do.
I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna let this be. When y'all cut that nookie off, y'all don't compromise.
That's
Hello.
not
I
a
do.
compromise. That means you
Whoa,
may not
whoa, whoa,
deserve.
whoa.
You might
When
not deserve
hey,
it.
hey, what the fuck? What the fuck? If I'm going to work and I'm taking
Yeah.
care of home, if
Hold
I'm
on. Chrissy
whoa.
said, how can you take both sides when you don't understand us? You know why
Right.
we don't
Right.
understand y'all? Because y'all don't understand yourself.
Hey,
Thank you.
Steve.
See,
Hey,
there
Steve,
you
I'm gonna
go
go off of that.
projecting. You
See
gotta
what I'm
I'm gonna go
saying?
off of
project.
that. Hold on,
You
See
can't.
Charmaine.
what I'm saying?
You can't.
Again, it's all
Yeah.
about what the woman don't.
No.
What about we
But
as
Guess
no,
what?
you
women?
Guess
can't
what?
stand on that mountain.
It's
That's
all
not a
about the
mountain you can go
female.
on.
No. You know what I see? You know what I hear all the time is we have to understand y'all, but y'all don't have to understand us.
But we listen to you guys, and once
You
we
don't.
respond to you guys,
You don't.
Man, go somewhere.
I
Hey,
You
said
second
that
don't.
shift
earlier.
open.
What are you
Second
talking
shift
about,
open.
nephew?
you don't even
I
want to
said that
hear
shit
the
earlier.
understanding
I
because
said I personally said that
no, you
I'm
don't even
one that
want
I'm
to
trying
hear
to
it.
learn the man's vulnerability stage. Didn't I not say that in the beginning? Did
You,
I
You
not
did,
say
but
that
But
in the
why
what
are
beginning?
you?
people
Hold
don't
on. We not.
know is that they
you're
don't
not
want
I
saying
to
was
you
saying
did.
to
understand.
nephew,
They
it
live
ain't
in this
so. There
little
are women out
fantasy
here that really
bubble.
and truly are concerned and want to learn the male because again, we've been accustomed to grow up with the man doing everything. The man not supposed to show emotion, this, that, and the other. So this is a new trending thing with the men now. Women
Hey
are having
Jay.
to get used to it, and some women are
Hey
still
Jay.
not.
What's up?
You got Kevin Samuels to show them?
No,
No.
Cause
Kevin
they need some
Samuels
help.
is not a good
You
example
know why
or a
y'all don't
role
like Kevin
model for
Samuels?
nobody.
Y'all don't like Kevin Samuels because he hits y'all dead where it hurts. He
No,
tells you the
I
damn
don't
truth,
like
and
him
y'all
for
can't
the
handle
Nah,
that.
he
things
don't
he
hit me.
said.
He
It's
don't
the
hit
things
me.
that I
He
don't
don't
agree with
You
hit
and
know
me.
what?
things that I
Let me
don't
say
like
this. Let
him
me say
for.
this. Let me
He
say this. You
overtalks
know
you
what the biggest
just like
issue is? You know what the biggest issue is? You know why nobody understands nobody?
listen
Because
to each other.
huh?
They don't listen.
That's the thing right there. Because here's the thing though. Here's the thing. Now, what we were trying to do in conflict resolution and how we're trying to help people in it, we just showed them that we don't know how to do it. And you know why? Because when we said something that y'all didn't like,
Oh,
y'all
y'all
got
got at
defensive
us.
and they thought that we was attacking y'all.
Because
But
all
You
y'all
stop.
weren't.
been doing
Hold
is
You
on.
saying,
weren't.
See, y'all doing
You
it
But
or
again.
weren't.
You're
women,
doing it
read
again.
women.
You
It's
weren't.
all about
You
what women do,
specifically
but
said
what
to
about
me,
what men
you
do to
specifically
the
said
women?
Did you give me
That's
a
all
chance
I'm
to finish?
hearing. That's all
Did
I'm
you
you
give me a
attacked
hearing.
chance to finish what I was saying? Okay, so tell me what I was getting ready to say.
You
I'm
was getting
listening.
ready to say that everything we hear, we want to respond to it, and we hear everything as an attack, and we don't want to listen. But what we're saying is that
No, that
when
ain't what
we
I just
speak
said.
to
Hold on,
you,
hold on, hold
okay,
on.
but when
That
we
ain't what
speak
I
to
was getting
you,
ready to say.
when we speak to
That was
you,
not
when
what
we
I was
say,
getting ready to say. So stop.
okay, well, put a
That was
pin
not
in
what I
it.
was getting ready to say. So stop. What I was
Go
trying
ahead.
to say is this. When we said something that y'all didn't like, y'all took it as
yeah,
we were attacking y'all. So then when
We
y'all
personally.
weren't.
came back at us, we felt like that y'all was coming in for us. So guess what
Okay.
that did? Instead of us coming to a solution, it escalated because nobody heard nothing. Nobody
You
wanted to
know
take the
what?
opportunity.
when we talk about accountability,
Man, I
Steve,
don't. Come on, man. You never
that's
gave.
what I'm
How
saying.
can we talk about accountability
You're
when
dismissing
nobody
what
took
I'm saying.
accountability? Who took
Listen, that's what I'm
accountability
saying. When you
and what
talk
was
about
being said?
accountability, Steve, listen, you're dismissing it. When we said, well, men, they don't want to listen to us, you say, well, y'all women don't understand us. And we're like, we
I ain't
listening,
say
we
that.
understand.
I said
Y'all
that.
there's ways that you word.
I
You
got
don't want
beat
to
up
play
because
the
I sat
word.
up there and said that I'm trying to learn the man's
Shut
vulnerability,
up, man.
but
Ain't
I
nobody
didn't
hearing
get
nothing you
credit for
talking
that.
about
I
right
got
now.
attacked because of that, and I got thrown there.
You
Oh,
don't
I
want
know
to
you
you
because
don't
of
Thank
want to
you,
this,
use
that,
your
and the
Christy.
other.
word.
Thank you,
You
I
want to
am
Christy.
a
like
different
their
person
sister
Thank you,
today.
past and
Christy.
don't.
Thank you,
I'm
Like
a
you said,
Christy.
you
different
both,
person
y'all
today.
both said, Riri
Listen to
and
what I'm
Steve,
saying. Look
y'all
at what
both
y'all
said,
doing right now.
both,
Look at what y'all doing
wait a
right
minute,
now.
Riri and Steve, y'all both said that
Listen
when
to
I
what y'all
said you
doing
gotta
right
ask
now. I'm
somebody,
sitting here trying
listen.
to defuse the situation, and look at
No,
what
you're
y'all
not.
doing
You're
right now.
trying to act like you're trying to postulate over it. Listen, you got a
How?
reason
Exactly.
for why women.
Exactly.
How?
You
When
got a
I'm sitting
reason
Exactly.
here
for why
trying to
women.
explain
Your
why the
reason
shit.
is for why women. You did not take your conversation and make it across the board. You made it for women. That means
No,
you
I
were attacking
didn't.
women.
You-
But when I just sit here and said, now you and Riri both said that you had, when I say after y'all have this
You want to
conflict,
take credit for
you
something that didn't even
cannot
happen or
finish.
didn't even get said. Because what I
It
just
sounds
said,
Let
like
her
y'all
and
finish.
I
Let
it
just
her,
said
sounds like
this.
y'all triggered.
let her finish.
When I
Go ahead,
said
Charmaine.
It sounds
both of
like y'all
y'all
Can
triggered.
y'all
said
hear
that
me?
y'all want to
Yeah,
go
we hear
back
you.
to the person and ask, how do you feel about me?
Man,
That's how you
Cause I don't care.
kind of
I don't
open
care.
up the conversation. Yeah, he
Don't
kind of
care.
threw me off on my cooking. It was whipping up. He took the pot off the boil. But conflict resolution is about two people listening to one another, expressing that they know exactly what they talk about. Because if you're saying something and I don't
hold up.
agree with
Stop.
you,
Stop.
that
Stop.
means you
Stop.
gotta pull back. Like the person who's not feel like they're not being heard, one of you got to pull
Listen to what
back.
I'm
You
saying,
have to pull
Charmaine.
back
Here's
and
what
let
I'm
them
saying,
get it out.
Charmaine. Did you give me an opportunity to say what I was saying? No, you didn't.
I
No, you
just said
didn't.
that. I just said when two people.
Because here's what happened. You doing it now. Because here's what happened.
Hold on, hold on.
When I said what women are doing right now is this. What y'all doing right now is this. You never let me finish saying when I said something, y'all felt like I was attacking y'all. You never gave me the opportunity to finish saying what I was saying.
And you
And
know
I was
why?
getting
Because
ready, as I was saying, we did the same thing. Y'all felt we were attacking y'all. And when y'all came back, we felt like y'all was
Because you
attacking
were, and
us.
you personally attacked me. Because I made a
that's what it's
statement.
called when you gaslight
I,
a
and
conversation.
because you didn't
Man, ain't
agree
nobody
with my
gaslighting that.
statement,
Charmaine, you
you
learned
didn't
these
agree with
big
my
words. You ain't
statement.
talking about
You
nothing.
tried to call me
Read.
out on bullshit.
Here's the
You can't
thing.
throw
Listen,
rocks
my
and
Listen to
have
what
time.
I'm
committed.
saying. Y'all
You,
Hey,
not
hold on.
hearing what
Stop,
I'm
stop,
saying.
you
stop.
can't
It's
throw
my
rocks
time.
Ree,
and
hold
have
No,
When
on.
Stop.
committed
initially in the
to
beginning,
please
Stop.
a bigger
and
person. That's
no,
called
no. In
gaslighting.
the beginning, that's
It's
what you've
not,
been doing.
no.
Y'all been on attack mode the whole time. When I made a
No, we
blanket
No,
haven't.
statement about something, the first deal,
Latoya, he's not
that's
saying
not
anything.
you.
He wants
That's
to
not
attack
you.
Listen
But
to
women.
I'm
what I'm
telling
saying.
you,
Y'all know what?
you know
Y'all get
damn good well. And you still interrupting. You still interrupting while I'm talking.
I
You
was the
can't
one who was
throw
trying to
rocks and
explain it.
have
Y'all
your
cut me
hands
You
off.
in the
still
sky.
interrupting while
You
you
can't
was
decide.
done.
Yeah,
You can't
I was the
throw
one that
You
was
still
explaining it.
interrupting.
criticizing
Y'all
and
cut me off.
Why
criticism.
y'all
No, you
time
So,
out.
so
done.
you so
Time
you
You're
make
out.
sure you
done.
Time
said,
out.
You're
let him
Time
done.
finish.
out. Time out. Time out. Time out.
I
One
was
person at
done.
a
You
time.
done.
'Cause
I was
y'all,
talking.
No, I was the one that was trying to
Okay.
explain it. Charmaine cut me off.
You
I did because you was going left, and I tried to
No, I
bring you
wasn't.
back
You didn't
in.
even give me a chance to finish saying
hey,
what I
you
was
hold on.
know
saying.
Okay, hold on. Check this out.
Okay.
Let Steve finish, and then Charmaine, you chime in after he finished,
This
and
is
then
what
you,
I was
Riri.
trying. This is what I was trying to say.
with no yelling.
When we made the statement that we made, y'all felt as if we were attacking y'all. What y'all did when y'all felt that way was lash back out at us. Now we're feeling that y'all are attacking us. How is it that we're trying to establish conflict resolution when we couldn't show it right then and there? Nobody listen. Nobody communicated. Nobody took accountability for what they were saying.
Can I go?
Hold up. Go ahead. I'm done
Are you
talking,
done?
man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Are you
Go
done
ahead.
though?
No,
Go,
go ahead.
Charmaine.
Go ahead, man. I'm through, man.
Okay, so
That
what
he
you're
paused
saying
in
is
the
that
sentence, so go ahead, Charmaine. That was a pause.
okay. So what you're saying is
So
that
because I
what
paused at me,
are you done, Steve? Did you get it out? Because I'm gonna let you finish.
no, go ahead. Y'all cut me off. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go
Okay,
ahead. Y'all know what I'm
this
gonna
is
say.
what
Go
I'm
ahead.
hearing. I'm hearing that you had something to say, and you took our rebuttal as attacks. But when I say no, that is incorrect. You gotta kind of go into it and see why I disagree. Me disagreeing isn't necessarily attack on you. If you say something and I'm like, I don't agree with that, I have my own way. You cannot take that as an
I
attack.
wasn't
You
being
have to
judgmental,
learn how to
Christian.
pull back and listen to what I'm saying and say, how did you get to that?
How can?
How
But
do you feel
why
like
should I
that?
have to listen to you when I'm the one that's trying to explain myself?
Because that's
You cut
called
me off though.
maturity and patience.
You
That's
cut me
called
off.
maturity. When you're in a high conflict situation, you got to level and manage
You cut me
and be
off when I was speaking.
and you do it as well. Like you said, we both do it. So at one point in
Y'all,
time,
look,
somebody has
y'all
to
know
do
what
it
y'all,
the first
look.
time.
I'm gonna tell you this. Y'all know what we're not doing right now. This is what we're not doing right now.
Conflict Resolution 101. Conflict is a natural part of life. Managing conflict in a healthy way helps strengthen our relationship with people we care about. Here are 5 quick tips for resolving conflict. Number 1, focus on the problem at hand. Focus on the issues being discussed. Bringing up old mistakes can get in the way of finding a solution. Number 2, recognize and control your own feelings. During an argument, take a moment to collect your thoughts and feelings, then respond in a calm and respectful manner. Number 3, be willing to forgive. Throughout life, we have all made mistakes. Be open to apologizing and forgiving. The end goal is to strengthen the relationship. Number 4, don't just listen, but hear. Keep an open mind when another person is telling you their side of the story. Actively listen to understand their point of view. Number 5, negotiate and compromise. People's ideas or perspectives may be different from yours. Try to take others' thoughts into consideration and work towards a compromise.
Now
So
I
where,
got
so
through
where,
one.
where we
I
can
got through
compromise
one
it?
through 4. I couldn't get to the negotiate and compromise because when I say this is how I feel, you can't change how I feel unless you ask me how I got there and
We
why
don't,
I
but we
should
don't.
change.
But when you say that,
Go ahead, finish on, man. Go ahead.
No, that was it. He was right, but
Okay.
like I'm saying, if I tell you, if you say I feel like women do this, and I say no, I don't agree with that. That's totally wrong. That's not an attack on you. That is just me disagreeing, and you got to sit in it
But
and hear my
here's the
disagreement
thing.
and wonder why I disagree.
And
but we
then
don't, but we don't.
But
hold on, let
Charmaine,
me, because
here's
he
the
addressed both
thing.
of us. He addressed both of us. So Charmaine, are you done? Then I'm gonna piggyback off you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm done.
again, I'm
Here's
gonna
the
Hold
thing.
on,
I
go
hold on,
back.
wasn't
hold on,
trying
hold on. Let me
to. I
read
was
Troya's
done. That's
Let me
the
read
thing.
Troya's
When you're
compliment.
actively listening, you gonna know. You gonna
Listen to.
know
I'm
when
trying.
it's your time.
We got a We got a comment. Here's the thing. Troya said, "How can you understand what he has to say when you're not letting him finish his sentence?" Charmaine, when I
That
Okay,
started
but
to
he's
speak,
interrupting everybody. Everybody's
Yeah,
interrupting
yeah. It can go
everybody.
both ways.
Period.
It can go
but
both
here's
Everybody's
ways.
the thing.
interrupting everybody. It ain't just
Yeah.
him. Everybody's interrupting.
But here's the
So
thing.
Charmaine, when you done, let me know. Then I'm gonna finish.
Okay, so let me
Here's
go
the
back to what
point
I
that I was
said. What
trying
I
to
said,
make.
hold on. Taria wanted to know. She wanted to go after me. What I said was, if I disagree with you, and I tell you that I disagree with you, you cannot take that as an attack. That is then your time to find out why I disagree. And
You
that's
can,
where I
but
was
how,
at.
you can't tell somebody how they can take something. It's all about perception. Everything is about perception. So you
So
may
you
say
cannot.
something. Your perception. It's perception. So the way
No.
you say something,
Hold on.
but yes, hold on, baby. Hold on. You saying You say you say something. He had to tell you how he feel, out of the way he feel. But it's 5 of us on this platform right now, and all four of us from beside you can perceive what you're saying differently.
But it's not.
And men and what? But I'm not saying it's
Look
attack.
at what you're doing right now.
Hold
Look at
on.
what
You're not
doing
listening
right
to
now.
me.
No, you're
Oh.
taking because what I'm saying is you're
I'm
Look
not
at
getting
what
it
attacking
you're
wrong. So
doing.
listen, if I'm telling you that you're getting it wrong, you think that I'm
Charmaine,
saying that
you just
You're not
interrupted me.
listening.
Hold on.
because that's the whole conflict resolution. What I'm saying,
You
I'm
have to
It's
listening.
not.
Listen, I'm listening to you paraphrase to me what you thought I said.
I'm not
Oh,
paraphrasing.
you are crazy, yo. Swear to
Go
God.
ahead. Go ahead, Lamar.
Read Rob's comment after Charmaine finished.
Back to what I
Okay.
said. Back to what I said before. Rhea and May have it stuck in their heads on how they feel, and no matter why Steve or anyone else says, put that back.
Oh, my bad.
I got a 15%
Rob?
charge on it.
Right before Troya. Right before
Okay.
Troya.
It
No
says
matter.
anyone else says it's not going to matter. Prime example of conflict and no resolution. You know what?
Because
Okay, so let me say this before
Y'all
we
let
go
me
any
know.
further. Okay, I'm gonna let you. You want to know why we're at this point right now? Because when I went to speak and say what I was going to say, you began to analyze what I was saying to you. Because soon as I started to speak, you did not let me finish saying what I was trying to say. So you don't know what I was getting ready to say. You cut me off. And when you cut me off, you got defensive because you thought I was attacking to you when I'm trying to bring your attention to the situation at hand. What I was trying to tell you is not only did y'all do it, but we did the same thing. You never gave me the opportunity to say that we both done it because all you heard was, this is what I said y'all did. And that began to make you feel that I'm attacking you. So guess what you did? You cut me off to defend yourself when I wasn't attacking you at all. When all I was doing was explaining to you the situation that's going on between the 4 of us right now. And
Okay, and I
then
heard that.
chimed in. And that's when
And
I
I
was trying to get her to understand. I'm not attacking y'all at all. I'm
and I heard
explaining what just happened. And as I was saying, what happened was
After I'm
nobody
done.
started to use the things that we were talking about working on. Nobody used those. And all I was trying to do is get back to what we are talking about. If we trying to teach other people and we can't show them, how can we teach it? That's all I was trying to say. Because that's exactly what we
Is it my
did.
turn?
What we did was the whole total opposite of conflict resolution.
what
Everything we did
what
was
you
all the
did,
way
not
wrong.
no, what you did was wrong, not what I
Okay,
did.
let me. I want to talk. Am I clear to talk?
Yeah, you.
How is the hold on? She said
I
everything I
need
did.
hands.
How was it that everything I did wrong when you never allowed me to finish saying what I was saying?
I did. I let you did it now. I let you do it before. And then when you started talking and you was getting ready to say we all wrong, I'm trying to say you cannot take the mountain to stand on to say all of us is this, didn't that. That is not your battle. You want to project and gaslight how you overtalk people. Like you overtalk people all the time.
Yep.
You want to take all of that up and label it to each one of us when I'm like, okay, I was letting you talk, but then you're gonna want to push over me and say, well, yeah, you're gonna dismiss it. And so when
Yep.
you
I
have
disagree
this
with you.
dismissive behavior
Well,
and you get the response, you cannot blame poor conflict resolution because see, I sat in this conversation. I'm still here
yep.
helping you get to where I'm at. I'm doing the great conflict resolution like we supposed to have. You can't just say, well, you did it wrong too. No, only take self accountability. That way you don't
The
offend
pro-
anybody else.
But the one
Right, that's
thing that
where
you're
I'm at
doing,
with it. What you think,
the
Taria?
one
Okay, can I go? Can I go?
go, yeah, go
Please
ahead.
let her
Go
speak.
ahead.
Yes. First of all, I'm gonna call bullshit on you
What?
because when I don't interrupt me for shit. The fact that I sat up there when we was talking about accountability and all that, and when I made a blanket ass statement talking about how I do and what I did, the first thing your ass come up here and say is, "Oh, for real, cuz I know you. That ain't you." That wasn't for you to say. That was me giving an example. So no, you did go on attack mode with me. So that's where I came back on the defense. So no, you did take over that. You had no business coming for me. So guess what? You got the right back. That's
But
all I
here's
gotta
the
say.
thing, that had nothing to do with what I was just talking about, what I was trying to say.
But
Y'all
Yes,
I'm
are
it is.
talking
talking
to you
about that.
about
Yes,
what
it
we were
is.
saying about this attack mode and
I'm
accountability.
sitting
Take
here trying to
accountability
explain
for
the
your actions. You
situation.
came for me. You came for me when I was talking
Hey,
and
Bree,
I
you
was giving
came
an
for
hey,
example.
everybody
And the
hey,
first
hey,
already.
thing
we,
that
we,
you
hey,
cut me off.
we got
And you
this. We
cut
have
me
a
off
guest
right
Because
now.
coming
he's
in.
just being
You
a
We
cut
have a
man.
guest
hold
coming in.
on. I'm not done.
Oh,
I'm on my the thing, like I said, when I was speaking, I was giving an example of what I would do or how I would do it. And then you came in and said, "Oh, that ain't you. You ain't because I know you this, that, and the other." Who are you? That ain't for you. That ain't for so that's why
Well,
I'm here with you. No. Y'all guys, y'all
okay,
have been on the females this whole night. So that's why
the
we're
thing.
reacting the way we are.
Mm-hmm.
y'all and
And
It's
y'all
all about what
feelings.
the guy want, but y'all not trying to listen. Y'all not trying to listen from the female's point of view on what we to pretty much match up with y'all. It right now, all I heard tonight's podcast is about what the motherfucking dudes want in a relationship. No, it don't work like that. Y'all gotta
That
listen to
ain't
us
what we
too.
talked about.
yeah, and
That's all y'all
let
been
me chime in.
talking
Let me chime in on. Let me chime
Hold on,
in.
no,
The
hold on,
thing,
Nah,
Charmaine.
like
Hold,
you
hold
are
on,
crazy
Charmaine,
as
Charmaine.
fuck,
I
Bree.
Hold
think
on,
we got
y'all.
a
Hold
choice.
on,
I
hold
Y'all
think
on,
we got a
hold
crazy as
on,
choice
hell.
here.
hold on. We have a guest. Just let our guest speak. What did you got to say about what's going on tonight?
Latoya, here, she got to fix her sound. But let me say one thing about this. One thing
Man,
about
you got
conflict
that light
resolution
fucked
is
up,
that
man.
to have great conflict resolution, you have to take self accountability. You cannot
No, you
blame
don't.
and blame and blame because you're
No, you
never
Nobody
don't.
gonna
is
do.
blame. You know
So
what?
I'm
Here's
just
the
saying
thing.
Nobody's
in
blaming
general, since
nobody.
you're taking that as an attack, but all I just
No, it's
said is
not.
generally, you gotta have self accountability. I didn't say Steve, you
He,
can't keep
he's
blaming
not
me.
taking that.
I said
He didn't take that as
generally,
as an
you gotta
attack.
take self accountability and find a way to word it where it don't sound like you coming
But
hard. Make
it
your
don't work like
delivery
that though.
match.
It don't work like
Why
that
not?
though, Charmaine.
Hold on,
We ain't gonna
Lamont.
word it
Why
because
not?
we ain't gonna word it in a way.
But why not?
Because that ain't the way men operate, baby.
But
God didn't program us that way.
that's what we need to learn how to
It's just,
respect each other in
but
conversation.
it's not.
Because respect
I'm
is
giving you
not
respect
nothing.
now,
Respect is not male or female. Because I bet in a
baby. You ain't
certain
been.
situation, you're gonna say the right things when you need to. You need to practice that with your mate as well.
May. It's called KISS. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
But we ain't
You
stupid.
make it
That's the
something.
thing.
But you make it something so simple, so complicated,
That's what I'm
and it's not that complicated. Baby, we don't work that. I'm talking about I'm not talking about me. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the male species and the female species. We don't
saying.
work that way. That is
Yes,
not the
you
way
do.
God made us, love. No,
In this black and white world,
Charmaine,
yes, you do.
It's not a black and white world. I've been a male 49 years. That's not the way we work. I've been married twice. My second wife was attorney. My first wife is German. Her parents are millionaires. That's not the way we work, love.
Money
We
don't
as
have
men don't
nothing to
work
do
that
with
way.
respect. Money does
Men
not have
don't work that way. We don't work
you.
that way. I'm sitting
Can I
telling
give
you
you
that.
an example? Can I give you an example of
We
how I
don't
feel
work
like
that
you
way.
do? May I give you
Well,
an
We
hold
don't
on.
example?
I'm
work
gonna
that.
say this, y'all. We just
Okay, before
shown
you end
that.
it, may I give an
Hold on.
example?
I'm talking right now. We just shown
Okay.
that we cannot resolve this because too many feelings is in it right now.
May I give
Everybody's
an
triggered.
example?
Hold on. I'm not
I'm
done.
good. I'm
I'm not
Gucci.
done.
I'm
We
Gucci.
show we just
I
showed
am
that we
Gucci.
cannot at this particular type of see like we cannot come to resolvement about this because one person feel like we're attacking, another person feel attacking. Since everybody feel attacked, so what we'll do
I
I don't
don't
feel
tonight?
feel
attacked.
attacked. I
Hold on,
don't
wait,
feel attacked.
hold on, Charmaine. What we're
I'm
gonna do
good.
is Hold on. What you got to say, Steve? Then I'm gonna close this out.
I was in the question.
Hold on,
I was in a conversation with Lamont.
Hold on.
That's why we don't have conflict resolution, because I'm in a conversation, we need to finish.
May. Hold on, babe.
Hold on. Go ahead, Steve.
Once again, just like you just said, Shorty, the point that I was trying to make when we was going back and forth is that we're showing that we can't do this thing. I wasn't pointing the finger at nobody. I wasn't attacking nobody. The things that we said earlier, Reed, yeah, I did say that. Because you know what? Because we both say smart ass shit to each other. And you got in your feelings about what I said. Now,
but we wasn't on that though. I mean,
hold on. How many times have you?
But we wasn't on that. It wasn't even a time for that.
Let them finish.
Let him finish. That's what we heard. We heard let him finish all the time.
Go ahead.
What I was saying is this: we go back and forth with each other all the time. You come for me and say shit. I come for you and say shit, and we leave it at that. For some odd reason tonight, you felt as if I was attacking you because I was giving you the same thing that you give me. Now, I will say this. If you felt that I was attacking you, I apologize, because I wasn't. I was giving you the same shit talking that we do every week. And once again, the point that I was trying to make, that Shorty just made, is we're not showing conflict resolution. And all I was using was the situation that caused us to escalate. When I began to speak and I said what I said, when I said that I said this and y'all feel like I'm attacking y'all, that's when shit blew up. And then we felt the same way, which should have never happened. What should have happened was this. Charmaine, you should have let me finish. Once I said because we're using conflict resolution, right? That means you communicate, you listen, show empathy, you do all of that. You never gave me the opportunity to say what I was saying. So by you not giving me the opportunity to speak and say what I'm saying, you only got bits and pieces of the story that made you feel a certain type of way. And that's what it did. Now, you're lashing back at me. Now I'm feeling the same way that you felt. Now there's no communication. We're talking over each other. We're yelling. We're not taking accountability. We're not showing no type of conflict resolution. And that's all I was trying to say. I wasn't pointing the finger at nobody. I was explaining the issue at hand, which it says, hold on, where's it at? It says, wait a minute, hold on. We ain't
Let me know when I can go, y'all.
Because here's the thing, because we're supposed to be able to listen to what caused the issue, right? Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
Read Christy's message.
To solve the problem, we need to listen to what the issue was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what we're supposed to do, right?
Okay.
Nobody did that. Nobody did that. Y'all didn't listen.
Just let me know when it's time to speak.
Y'all didn't listen, and we didn't listen. Nobody, you didn't listen, and I didn't listen. Because if you would have listened, you would have heard everything I said. And if I would have listened to you, I would explain to it. I would explain that.
Okay. Tell me, I understand.
Hold on. I'm gonna read Rob's comment. He said, Steve, you yourself just showed a good example of conflict resolution by explaining the issues and apologizing. Good show, Peace. Thanks. But what I'm saying is this. If we're going to try to help people, we got to do it better. And I'm included. I'm included. I'm not just saying y'all, because like you said, Reed, and you are so right. One of the issues that we have is we talk over each other. Because guess why?
Right.
And this is just my opinion and what I feel about the situation. We talk over each other because we're passionate about what we're talking about. And we want to get our points across. When in all actuality, we all bring something different to the table. Everybody does. Mm-hmm. That's what makes us so good. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not, I have no reason to attack you. None. You're not my woman. We're not involved. We're not trying to be involved. All I'm doing is coming from a man's point
But
of view,
it's still a
just as well
relationship.
as you are coming from a woman's point of view. What we need to do is we need to learn how to listen to each other and not attack each other. Because at the end of the day, no matter how you want to dress it up, you trying to cut me off, you're attacking my conversation and my feelings about the situation. And me doing it to you, I'm attacking your feelings and I'm not allowing you to say how you feel about that conversation. And that's wrong.
I agree.
Right. And so to
I
end this
agree with that.
conversation, she has to have the option to be able to express herself to coincide with you giving
But hold
that
on, though,
speech that you
Reed.
just gave.
That's not for you
So
to
she
say,
gets to
Reed.
express.
On to a rebuttal.
That's not for
the
you to say,
problem.
though, Reed. That's not for you to
No,
say.
because she's
It
been
is
trying to
for
talk.
him
That's
She's
not
been
for
trying
me
to
to
still
say,
get
though,
so
Reed.
she
That is
what
the
Listen,
hold
problem.
on. The
listen
point
to me, Taria.
the point that
Listen
I
to me,
made
Taria.
earlier is
Taria,
when hold on, let me
listen,
the
Taria.
point
Listen.
listen. The
This,
point that I made earlier, a person cannot still have these feel it can't be one-sided. Right now, it's one-sided. You
One
said everything
sided.
you
Most
wanted to
not.
no, I'm
say.
not.
It's time for
But who was I
Charmaine
talking
to
to?
express
Who was I
herself.
talking to?
She
Who was I talking to?
she but
Who was
let
I
her
talking
say
to?
you got to do
Who
your
was I
ending.
talking
Let
to?
her give her ending
Okay,
on
so
how
if
she
I'm allowing her to
felt.
speak, why
All
are you
right.
speaking?
All right. Go ahead, Charmaine. Go ahead. And no
Okay.
one interruptions. Go ahead.
Okay. Because I see I heard everything you said, and there were times where we interrupt each other, and we understand, like you said, it's just how we do each other to where it doesn't get we that's how we do each other. That's just the nature of our relationship. But there's a difference in actually trying to have the conflict resolution, which I think we all do, because we all do finally get to the point where we sit down and we listen to what each other is saying. The problem that I'm having is that we listen, and then we hear, well, none of us listen. And I'm like, I'm listening to you. There is a projection that people have that because they didn't want me to get my point out, they're going to say I didn't hear. You cannot project that I didn't listen onto me. That's not respecting me as a person. And then if I say, I feel like this because of this way, you can't say, well, I ain't going to think like it, because then you're dismissing me. So what we need to work on as a group, males, because males claim they have a different logic than females, is we have to take our time and make sure we get it out. Sometimes you have to go deep into the conversation, but you cannot project how you're feeling in that conversation onto somebody else. And just because you don't think you got it out, because people's talking up, I can still hear you. I still understood what you said. Like when you said, we're both not doing it. And I'm like, no, because I'm doing it. I can't let you take that from me because I'm trying. Now, when you start dismissing your partner's trying, then you're dissolving the conflict. You're not listening. You're not letting them. If they're telling you, I'm trying, and you're saying, no, you're not, that is not you accepting the try. So we have to take the time and really want the conflict resolved in order for it to resolve. And so, that's kind of what conflict resolution is getting into it, willing to spend the time to do it, and then not only hearing, listening, understanding, but we have to talk in our emotion, keep that same emotion, and find a way to manage the logic and manage the way to keep it grounded. Because soon as you project something onto someone else, you attack them, even if you don't feel like you have or not. So you can say, I feel like you're not listening, but then that's the truth. But you just can't say you're not listening, because that's not the truth. And that's how I feel. But I think as long as you're willing to sit in that conversation, you can get it resolved.
Go ahead, Lamar.
It comes down once again, babe, and what you're saying is true. But when it comes down to perception, one thing that was talked about in the military about sexual harassment was perception. I'm gonna throw you this prime example because it goes with our conversation. So you could be joking with Riri about this sexy black guy walking by. And it could be somebody totally not even in your conversation, but they can hear that. And they can perceive that to be sexual harassment. So even though you projecting what you're saying and you're passionate about it, even though you want me to look at it this way, I may not perceive that the way you want me to look at it. So sometimes it's okay to agree to disagree. Because the way I feel about something and the way you feel about something, it's just opposite, love, and it's not bad.
And I agree with that. And I'm glad you gave an example, because I was trying to give you an example, and that was a perfect example that you understand perception from someone else's point of view. And that's what it takes. Even if you don't agree as a male or female, someone else has an opposite perception, and you have to accept that as true reality.
And then, like Rob said earlier, Rob Carter, we all do handle conflict resolution differently. You know what I'm saying? We don't handle it the same. So again, it's about what Charmaine said, being respectful at the same time. Going in attack mode. I mean, I'm guilty of it. We are. You know, like you know, I want to be heard. This wasn't passionate topic because we all been through shit, probably going through shit right now. So everybody want to be heard.
Go ahead, Steve, and you can go ahead and close it out, Steve.
Okay, so this is what I want to say is this before I close out. Charmaine, I totally agree with what you're saying, but here's where the difference comes in at. All I wanted you to do was listen to what I was saying.
Yeah, you
never gave me the opportunity to completely say what I was speaking about. And that's how it all got started. Now, from that point on, where I went wrong at was I didn't allow myself to take a deep breath and relax before I responded to what you were saying. And what I did do was I lashed out because I wanted to get my point across. So what you're saying, yeah, we do need to do that. But what I'm saying is, in order for this to work, we have to be able, no matter what is being said, we got to listen. We have to. And the thing about it is, and this is, and I will be the first to admit it. Some of these topics we talk about, oh, I love it, especially when I do research. And today I went and did some motherfucking research. So I knew what I was talking about. I had passion about what I was explaining myself about. So when I didn't get my point across, the conflict of resolution went out the door.
That's what happens. And it's a beautiful thing.
But the thing about it is this. The thing about it is this. There's going to be a day where ain't shit going your way. You got an attitude. And we on this podcast. And you're going to hear some things that may touch a nerve. You have to bring it in.
Real guilty.
Bring it in. And I'll say this. I have a lot. I really truly do have a lot going on in my life outside of this. That when things get heated, that I need to control. And today I got out of myself and I allow some outside stuff to get involved with this conversation.
It just,
You see what I'm saying? And I apologize for that. I apologize for my part. I will. And I'll take full accountability for everything that I caused. I'll do that. Because that's what I need to do for me. It's not for y'all, it's for me. Because I have to show my accountability to y'all. At the end of the day.
Understand that. We appreciate that. We understand it. And we know that it's not just you. It's all of us. We all get real passionate.
Right. And I agree. So we gonna get out of here. So let me say this, people, before we go. What we showed tonight is two things. In the beginning, we showed how you come to agreements on conflict resolution, how you solve something between two people that are involved, whether it be relationship or friendship. We came up with situations that we need to address and be able to handle as a whole. But then on top of that, We showed you what conflict resolution looks like when it doesn't work. And I
Great
truly
example.
believe what we showed tonight, I think that even though it didn't go the way we wanted to, I really think we got to some people to show them that
To do
if
the
you
work.
don't use conflict resolution, doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, friendship, just
Right.
somebody you know, it's not going to work. It's going to be problems no matter
Right.
what.
Mhm.
So I think, and this is just me, I think what we did was we taught something and we learned something. And I feel like what I actually learned is when I get into a heated discussion, sometimes I listen, but I only hear certain words. And I can't do that.
Selective hearing.
To let
I
Mhm.
can't
everybody.
do that.
That's everybody.
I can't do that because that's not
Mhm.
fair to Lamont. That's not fair to Reed. That's not fair to you or Shorty. So what I need to do is this. Before I speak, make sure I hear every word that is saying. And the best video that I seen all night was what Usher said. Repeat it back to me, what was said. That way, you
Mhm.
know if you're
Right.
listening.
It's
And
clear.
at that
You're
point,
right.
when things got out of hand, I could only repeat certain words. And that's not fair to y'all at all. So I understand why you felt attacked. I understand why Reed felt attacked. So what we need to take from this, y'all, is this. Practice what you preach. And even if you can't get it right the first time, don't give up. Keep trying. Keep trying to solve that problem. Whether you're in a relationship, a friendship, or whatever it is. If you really care about that person, you love that person, and it's worth the fight, man, 10 toes down. Make it happen. Love y'all, man.
And
Love
that's
you,
a wrap,
Dad.
y'all.
But yeah.
Holla.